coming to you from the bonfire, the traditional and annual bonfire, just before the 101st game between Easton High School and Phillipsburg. They'll be playing tomorrow at Lafayette College. It's a tradition that's been going on for 101 years. Tomorrow's game will be played before a crowd estimated to be 14,000, and we'll be bringing it to you on the iHigh Broadcast Network. And then tell us a little something about this fire going on behind us.
I'm Jared Butler. This fire about Easton is representatives of Easton, so they win. They're having they're having fun here, so that way they can be supported in their big Thanksgiving game tomorrow.
I think tomorrow at the game, Easton's gonna win 21-7, and that's pretty much it.
I'm Thomas. This is like representing of like the big game. Like they said, this is like a pep rally, like for lots of people.
I'm a class of 1980. I've been coming to this bonfire for like 30 years. And last year we had our 100th anniversary. This is a rivalry that goes back 100 years, 101 years. And it brings the communities together. It's a great game. No matter what the records are going into the game, you can never predict what's going to happen.
We're coming to you from the Easton High School bonfire, and I'm here with one of the department's finest. Obviously, if you're going to have a bonfire, you need to have a fire department. And with me is...
My name is Jonathan Rossi. I'm a firefighter for Palmer Township. We're here. We're making sure that the safety of all the people around here. We have the fire going, making sure no one gets hurt. We're proud to serve this area. Easton, we hope you win tomorrow. I've been a graduate from Easton Area High School. We always had a good time. Bonfire looks great this year.
Jonathan, you were telling us something about there's a sleep-in or sleep-over that happens the night before. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The sleep-out is a great night for the seniors. I was one about 4 or 5 years ago. We definitely had a good time. It's where all the seniors get together. We sit out. We have a good time. Do cookout. We get our tents up. We sleep. Guard the bonfire so P-Bird guys don't come and to start it for us. Definitely a good time.
With me, one of the former players on the Easton squad, Lonnie Parker. Lonnie, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me when you played here, and you got to be honest now. And then
Lonnie Parker. I graduated back in '86. That's when I played. That's before in '86 we didn't have no championships back then. We didn't get a chance to go to Hershey back then, but we were 9-2. We had undefeated teams through the whole 80s. There were really good teams, really good rivalries. We won both years in our team. We won in the 85 and 86.
Well, they tell me that this game, regardless of everything else you do during the year, if you win this game, you're having a big year. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. And that's what it comes down to. No matter what kind of season you had throughout the season, this game comes down to it. You know what I mean? You can have a really bad season, but when you come to Easton P-Bird, you can finish on the top. You can finish on top in this game.
And I am here with Jim Pokriznak, the athletic director at Easton High School and a former Easton football player. We're going to ask him a little bit about the tradition, a little bit about the game, and a little bit about tomorrow.
Well, obviously it goes back to 1905, the first time that Easton and Phillipsburg played. And 1916 was the very first date that this game was played, actually on Thanksgiving Day. A couple intricacies about the game. It's always been played on Lafayette's campus. There are a few times we played twice in a year, and 2 times that we did not play because of some disagreements and things early on. Other than that, playing in the game is something special because the game brings so many communities together, so many different student bodies, band, cheerleading, all the students. And even at the end of the game, both communities, I think, are on the same page. And I think any time today that we can put all these communities together and all these kids and parents and everybody here for one common goal, I think you're doing something positive in the world today, and to have these kids behaving and doing this is outstanding.
The 101st meeting of this great rivalry, and I'm here with Greg Hess, who is the in-stadium announcer. He's been at that job for 12 years. And Greg, tell us, as I understand it, you're a graduate of Easton?
Graduate of Easton 1985, and I've been teaching here since I graduated from college in 1989. Well, you guys talk about American rivalries, and, I can remember growing up, it was Easton P-Bird. That's what you talked about. My brother played in the Easton football game. We all looked forward to it. We have family that lives in Phillipsburg, so we all come together at Thanksgiving time. Whoever wins this game, they eat the hot turkey, and who doesn't? It's the cold turkey. So it's amazing to see the people that come back, and it keeps this community very close. Just talked to 2 friends of mine I graduated and played basketball with. they come back every year from Dallas, Texas for this night, this bonfire, this game, and it's just a great thing that goes on.
Well, folks, you're closing the season this year. Our 16th game of the season, the Great American Rivalry Series, has been coast to coast. But we finish up at the Easton Phillipsburg game, which epitomizes everything we tried to put together for you this year on the Great American Rivalry Series Network.
My father played on the 1935 undefeated state championship team, and on that day, it was a rainy and muddy day, and fortunately for him, he got to carry the ball in the very first play from scrimmage, and he ran 89 yards for a touchdown, which is still the longest run from scrimmage by a Phillipsburg player in this game. One thing that I think keeps the rivalry close is the fact that a lot of families move across the river back and forth, and you had guys from my time who played at Phillipsburg, and yet their sons played for Easton. And it's just that overall, it's like one giant, tight-knit group of people on each side of the river. And like you say, for 100 years, it's been going on. And this will always be a Thanksgiving game, and I hope through our lifetime anyhow.
And I am here with
Lisa DiGirolamo,
Michelle Pierska,
and we're talking with them about the tradition that is the Easton Phillipsburg game, and I've asked them to think what makes this game so special and why after 100 years are we still standing here on a Thanksgiving Day morning.
It's all about tradition, I think. We come every year from North Carolina. We went to school here, my husband and I, and you see family, you see friends, and you get together. It's a good time.
I don't know why Thanksgiving. That's just always when it's been. Phillipsburg and Easton are two communities that are very rooted in tradition. Most of the people who live in Phillipsburg and Easton have lived there. Their families have lived there all their lives. My great-grandparents settled in Phillipsburg, and we're still there.
Played running back. Played on the first ESPN game back in 1988. That was the year that we beat Easton on ESPN, so last year was a little disheartening, but it's a great game, great tradition. You go across the state, go across the country, and you don't find a game like this with the atmosphere, being out of College Stadium with, 15 to 20,000 people here. It's great. I love coming here every year. It's a way to start the Thanksgiving morning off,
I played in the 1973 game. I played center. Phillipsburg won 18-6 that year. This game is a lot like that year where Easton's got a little bit of a better record than Phillipsburg, but both teams fairly evenly matched. It's just a great tradition. It's something every kid who plays football in the area dreams about playing in this game.
We're going to get the official opinion of the younger set.
I think Phillipsburg is going to win because I live there. And I'm thinking 20-14.
We want Peaburg to win because Coach Tim said of the Phillipsburg varsity team, he said that if the Phillipsburg State Lions win, he'll give himself a mohawk.
I'm here with Athletic Director for Phillipsburg, Tom Fisher. Tom, I understand you've got quite a connection to this game.
Yeah, I got a rather unique connection. I was a athlete at Easton High School way back in the 60s. I don't want to date myself, but it was 67. And my whole family and my children attended Easton High School. They were athletes. My father was a prominent athlete, football player in this game. I root for Easton every time they play at a different opponent except Phillipsburg.
There you go. And Tom, we hear a lot about tradition in today's high school football. You're seeing a lot more of it on television. But these games, the games that can draw people out, 15,000 fans on the morning of Thanksgiving, how does a rivalry like this continue, and what does it mean to this community?
So football is a microcosm of both towns. We're unique in the fact that we're from two different states, yet we're only separated by a narrow river, the Delaware River.
Give me a brief education, if you will. The Liners, what's the origin of that?
It's just an acronym for State Liners. Obviously, we're on the state line, and there was a contest back in 1948, I believe. The whole town got together, and they had a contest on what would be an appropriate nickname for Phillipsburg High School, because we didn't have any type of animal attached to us. So it was the State Liner won, because we're obviously on the state line, and we do have a cat, pretty nasty-looking cat. That's our visual mascot.
Highlight those athletes that work hard on and off the field. iHigh.com is proud to honor the senior player holding the highest academic standing for each team. From Easton High School, Ian Peck. Ian is the place kicker for the football team and has also participated in tennis and soccer. Ian is 68 in his senior class. He also serves the community as a Sunday school teacher and youth representative on church council at St. John's Lutheran Church. He is escorted by his parents, Jim and Loretta Peck. Presenting his award is Staff Sergeant Carter with the United States Marines. Congratulations, Ian Heck. From Phillipsburg High School, Shane Chalupa. Shane is a senior defensive end and offensive guard, and also serves as co-captain for the Phillipsburg High School varsity football team. He is ranked second in his class with a GPA of 3.8 and is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, and academic team. The colleges of his choice are Bucknell, Cornell, or Lehigh University. He is escorted by his parents, Joseph and Barbara. Presenting his award is Staff Sergeant Travis Daniels with the United States Marines. Congratulations, Shane Chalupa. Let's have a big round of applause for both scholar athletes.
And everybody look this way. Everybody look this way real quick. We're here pregame at the Easton versus Phillipsburg game, the 101st meeting of these two teams, and I'm here with the cheerleaders from Phillipsburg. They're going to lead us in a cheer.
Great American Rivalry Series! Great American Rivalry Series! Great American Rivalry Series! Great American Rivalry! 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 Great American Rivalry!
We're here today at the 16th game in the Great American Rivalry Series, sponsored by the United States Marines. We're at the Easton versus Phillipsburg game at Lafayette College in Pennsylvania. And with me today are three members of that elite corps of Marines who are sponsoring us, and they're handling a chin-up challenge here, as I understand. And you're Sergeant Daniels, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I'm Sergeant Daniels from Recruiter Substation Stroudsburg. And it's a good day today. We got the pull-up bars up there, drill instructors, giving out a little bit of information about the Marine Corps.
Well, we understand that you guys do this at quite a number of events around this area. Do you feel like that the opportunity to be a part of something like this special game on Thanksgiving, is of value to you guys?
It's definitely a value to us. That's what we do. We go out and help people and whatnot. So, it's all in good fun, good football game, great weather. And plus, go out there and just intermingle with the community pretty much.
Well, we just want to say we really appreciate all your sponsorship of the Great American Rivalry Series this year. It's been a fantastic series, and we're glad to have you guys and the United States Marine Corps on board with us. Good morning, fans. Welcome to Easton, Pennsylvania versus Phillipsburg, New Jersey, the game of the 101st meeting of these two teams. We look forward to a big game today on the Great American Rivalry Series as we wrap up our 16-game series. This is Rick Ford with the iHigh Broadcast Network.
Deep to receive, Deary, Moran, and Buckley. There's the kick, end over end. It will sail into the end zone for an automatic touchback.
Eric Deary.
So the State Liners will put it in play. First and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
For the State Liners from the 20.
The junior Nick Cotis with his first varsity start at quarterback for the injured Mike Crosley.
Nick got a little bit of game action against Franklin 2 weeks ago in the state playoff, so at least his feet are a little bit wet here.
State Liners come with 3 wideouts, and Easton's in a 4-man front, and the give is inside to Norrell, and Norrell dives across the 20 to about the 22-yard line, and that was Walls, who was on the bottom of the pile for the Red Rovers. Keenan, the outstanding defensive player, the most valuable defensive player in last year's game.
I mean, Keenan Walls really came on the scenes last year. The defensive line for Easton was outstanding, led by Keenan Walls. And, for Peaver to do well today, they have to establish a running game.
Steve Schiffert on the sidelines in his 15th year. Phillipsburg with 2nd down and 8. Kotis will short drop, throws to Buckley. Buckley makes the catch and is immediately down at about the 26-yard line. That's Jared Holly on the coverage for Easton.
And Mike, that's a nice, safe pass to get Nick Kotis started in the football game. Not very long, and it was open, and that'll get him calmed down.
He's at the 26 for a pickup of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 4. The Stateliners this season are 30 of 90 on 3rd down. That is 33%. As the center, number 56, comes out over the football, that's Shane Chalupa. Split backs this time, and a man in motion is Buckley. Here's a toss to Deary. Deary cuts it back and gets the 1st down across the 30 to about the 32-yard line, where Holly brings him down. First down of the morning.
Good for a Phillipsburg 1st down.
Phillipsburg's had a lot of big stud backs the last couple of years. Now, Deary's not in the same mode, but a little bit smallish, but he's quick and he's a tough kid. So Phillipsburg needs to establish the running game today. They've had a tough time. The quarterback's inexperienced here. Deary has to have a big game. Brian Norrell has to have a big game at fullback.
7 yards for Deary on that one. 1st and 10 at the 33. In motion is Isaiah Coleman. They give it to Deary, and Deary dives across the 35 to about the 37, and Walls is there to hit him again for Easton. So back-to-back carries by Deary. Gets Phillipsburg out to the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 for Deary. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Liners. Moving right to left here in the opening quarter. No score on your Jimmy's Hot Dogs scoreboard. McLean is the tight end on the right side of the formation for the Stateliners, who come out with a wing left. That is Buckley. 4-man East in front. Buckley in motion. Norrell hit and across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Norrell's going to gain about 3, and that's Colin White, number 64, on the stop for the Rovers.
Colin White.
So the Stateliners, Ned, trying to establish the running game. Deary outside a couple times and Norrell inside. It'll be 3rd down and 2 at the 41.
I think Coach Stem's, try and get some confidence in the offensive line, establish a little bit of momentum here. You got to run the ball well today. The quarterback's young, and he'll have to make plays at certain times. But right now, Bob Stem wants to establish a run, and to do a good job so far, first series.
Kotis under center. Toss to Deary with running room on the right side. Deary's the 1st down at the 45, and that's Gunther who brings him down at about the 47. 2nd Phillipsburg 1st down of this opening drive. Bob Stem calls that the quickie pitch, and Deary got the corner, got 6 yards.
And Dick, you've been doing the game long enough. You know Bob Stem runs this quickie pitch for the last 30 years of coaching. I mean, this is nothing new for him. But the key is to be able to get the guys on the outside. Against Franklin 2 weeks ago, they had too much team speed. They couldn't get on the outside. It looks like they have a little success so far today.
Buckley's a wing to the right, 2 tight ends. The give is to Norrell. Norrell cut it back and will be stopped near midfield. Gain of about 2 or 3, and Cody Muser on the stop for Easton.
Yeah, Brian Norrell's a senior captain, a very good wrestler for Phillipsburg Stateliners. I was watching the game 2 weeks ago. He had a bad pinched nerve, but he's the kind of guy that makes Peaburg go this year and gives them a chance today. He's a tough-nosed kid. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he's going to give you 110% every play.
25 yards and 6 carries so far on the ground for Phillipsburg.
Phillipsburg's eaten up 4 minutes on the clock here in this opening drive. Wing to the right side. Buckley comes in motion. Kotis play fake. Kotis will throw. It is incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Brousseau. Derek Brousseau, the tight end at about the Easton 42. Gary Fish defending number 15 for Easton. Going to bring up 3rd down and 8 from the 49.
Number 15, Gary Fish.
That was a nice play from Gary Fish from his free safety position. We had the number 40 open for a split second. He came up and made a play at the last second.
The pass-catching tight end for Phillipsburg, Chris Spino, brings in the play from Coach Stem. Coach Schiffert with that ever-present towel on the sidelines.
You know, Phillipsburg hasn't gone to the tight ends very much this year, but when they did, they had a lot of success.
In the eye this time, and Buckley's in motion. Cotis going to swing it in the backfield for Deary, and Deary's going to be stopped for a loss on the play at the Phillipsburg 48-yard line. State Liners are going to have to kick it away. So that's a lateral to Deary. A loss to the Phillipsburg 49. A loss of 2. It's 4th and 10.
Yeah, nice pursuit there from the right side of the Easton defense.
They put it back at the same line of scrimmage, Mike. It's 4th and 8.
In punt formation.
To kick it away, Toma fields the bouncing snap, and the kick is blocked. Toma will scoop it up at the Phillipsburg 35, and he's taken out of bounds at the 42, and the Rovers will start in good field position. The snap, first punt of the game, brought to you by Tuscus Holmes. That was a snap that bounced back to Toma, and Toma, the lefty, had his kick blocked.
Well, it started right from the beginning with a bad snap. Toma had to scoop the ball off the ground, and then he punts right into the defender. So, you know, big turnover start the game, and a big game like this, it comes down to turnovers of field position. Right now, Easton's got the upper hand.
Yeah, that punt went out to his right and in really to the path of Walls. Had it gone straight out, it would not have been blocked. On first down, Easton with a reverse to Jared Holly. Norell chasing, along with McLean and Buckley, and he's pushed out of bounds near the 33-yard line. They're going to mark it. A gain of 8 yards on the reverse to Holly. So the Rovers get the ball into Holly's hands as soon as possible.
Holly in his career has rushed for 2,062 yards in 419 carries, has caught 82 passes for 1,232 yards.
He is the leading receiver in Easton history, and he ranks 6th in yards rushing. He's wide to the left side this time. Harbridge and Fish split in the backfield behind the quarterback, Zach Samoji. Holly is the man in motion. Samoji with a long count. Rolling out to his right. He will throw. It is caught at the 25-yard line by Fish. It cuts back at the 15, and Fish is tackled by Buckley at the 8-yard line. It's 1st and goal for Easton.
Complete to number 15.
Fish wide open out of the backfield. Picks up the Rovers' first down of the morning.
He might give us a simple play action pass up the middle here. They get Fish out in the flat, wide open. The linebackers or somebody drop coverage. Is just, you know, 2 people between him and the goal line. You know, Bob Schiffer trying to change up a little bit. They got a lot of weapons with Fish and Holly there on the offense.
25 yards on the completion. Samoji on a trap to Fish up the middle with a hole at the 5, and Fish is down at perhaps the 2-yard line, where it will be 2nd down and goal. First quarter brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
Well, Dick, the talk for the beginning of the year is Jared Holly, but really Gary Fisher is the leading rusher for Easton, and he kind of is the catalyst of the offense.
And Kyle Harbridge has handled 586 yards rushing for Easton.
He's got the toss, and Harbridge is into the end zone for an Easton touchdown.
Speaking of Harbridge right there, quick toss to the right.
Kyle
Harbridge with his 9th rushing touchdown of the year.
Easton,
a 2-yard run.
Easton's showing the many weapons they have here. Not only Jared Holly, which we all know about as an outstanding player, but with Fisher and Harbridge, you know, Easton can attack you from many different angles.
41 yards, 4 plays for the touchdown.
Ian Heck to attempt the conversion. He is 31 out of 32 on the season. Samoji's the holder, the snap and the spot, and the kick is good. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Easton gets the jump on Phillipsburg. It is 7-0. Get another look at the touchdown.
Just a nice pitch there. The offensive line did their job, got moving up front, and Harbridge just took it for a 4-yard touchdown run here.
Students and staff.
7-0 Easton. We'll be right back.
Hey, everyone knows about Phillipsburg Easton Honda. We treat you right and make sure you get the right car at the right price. But did you hear about the Phillipsburg Easton Honda Edge? You get free full-service loaner cars, a $500 coupon book, and lots of other great stuff from Phillipsburg, Easton Honda. And right now, to make room for construction crews, grab these great savings.
Drive the redesigned 08 Accord sedan for only $199 a month, or buy the 38 MPG Honda Fit for only $13,950.
Visit us on Route 22 across from the Phillipsburg Mall, or check us out at phillipsburgeastonhonda.com.
There's something magical about the coast. It's even more special when the magic is close. You can savor all the flavors of your summer vacation and get hooked on the Valley's fresh seafood sensation. Relive your summertime seafood memories at Marblehead Grill and Chowder House, William Penn Highway, a mile and a quarter west of 25th Street.
7-0 Easton as the Rovers go 41 yards in 4 plays after the blocked punt by Keenan Walls. Kyle Harbridge got the touchdown on a 2-yard run. And the big play in the drive, a 25-yard pass from Samoji to Fish. That was just the 8th reception of the season for Fish, and it's his longest reception of the season. Ian Heck has it teed up right in the middle of the field at the 40-yard line. Deary, Buckley, Moran deep for Phillipsburg. End over end, and that will sail into the end zone a second time for the automatic touchback. So a pretty good weapon in Ian Heck, the Rover kicker.
That prevents the Stateliners from getting any kind of a decent run back to get some better field position. So they'll start from the 20-yard line for the second time this morning.
You don't see many high school players kick the ball in the end zone like that. Is a heck of a weapon for Easton.
Both of those kicks have been about 5 yards deep, so there was no doubt Heck drilled both of them.
Maybe Heck's trying to follow in the footsteps of the guy from Boston College up there, Easton grad, who's doing a fabulous job for the Eagles.
The quarterback is Buckley. Check it. It is Cotis. Buckley goes in motion. Cotis, pump, swings it out to Deary. Deary, a block at the 25 and buried in front of the Stateliner bench at about the 28-yard line, but he'll get 8.
Complete to number 28, Eric Deary.
So Cotis throwing a couple of safe passes here.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Stem was trying to mix it up nicely. A little pass out to the flat to Deary here. Phillipsburg's having a little bit of offensive success, but they have to get a sustained drive here. And they just got to keep doing their game plan if they want to stay in this game here. And
it's just the 4th reception of the season for Deary. The give is to Norell's got the first down to about the 32-yard line, running behind the right side of that Phillipsburg offensive line. Keenan Walls coming up to make the tackle for Easton.
Keenan Walls.
That's Phillipsburg's 3rd first down of the morning. Mark it at the 32-yard line, a gain of 4. Phillipsburg with open field left and sideline right as they move right to left, east to west here in the first quarter.
From their own 32.
Stateliners a little long in the huddle as Buckley comes wide to the near side. Moran to the far side, and the backs are in the eye. Here's a toss into flea flicker. Cotis is looking long as he's chased out to his right side, and Cotis throws incomplete. That may be intentionally grounding. We will look for a flag, and apparently referee Bob Andrews found a Stateliner eligible receiver over there, so it'll go down as an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
A nice little flea flicker here by the Phillipsburg offense. You can't see in the picture here, but the wide receiver is wide open deep, but there's pressure coming from the middle of the Easton defense that Cotis didn't have time to plant his back foot and go deep, but he did have a receiver about 10 yards wide open.
DeLauro and Walls put the pressure on Cotis. Moran comes to the near side. On the incomplete pass, it's 2nd and 10. Norell goes in motion to the right. There's a toss to Deary. Deary hit in the backfield. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. Back at the 30-yard line. Fish came up from his cornerback spot. Cody Muser also there on the stop for Easton. It's a loss of a couple, and it'll bring up about a 3rd down and 12.
Right now they ran that one to the short side of the field, and there's just no running room over there, and the Rovers on defense converged very quickly and shut down the lane.
Maybe Easton has adjusted to the quickie pitch.
Easton has outstanding defense, as they always do. You know the defensive coordinator will make changes as the game goes on, and that's a sign of a great team and a great coach. And they're not going to let Peeberg quickie pitch them to death today.
And we've got our first time out down on the field for Easton.
That's the first timeout called by either team here in the first half. You get a look at Steve Schiffert to come out and talk with his defensive unit. We've got 4:05 to go first quarter. Easton leading Phillipsburg 7-0.
Today's game being brought to you in part by the Palmer Park Mall. Good luck, Easton. Good luck, Peeberg. From Palmer Park Mall's more than 50-plus merchants wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Palmer Park, just what you want. By Winiger, Wilhelm, Glenn, and Remersma, your personal injury attorneys serving both Easton and Phillipsburg are proud to support this historic game. When you need a good lawyer, call Winiger, Wilhelm, Glenn, and Remersma. Remember the Best Western Lehigh Valley Hotel and Conference Center for all your special events. We specialize in weddings, banquets, Christmas parties, rehearsal dinners, and showers. And by attorney Christopher Troxel. The law officers of Christopher Troxel are proud to be supporters of this great tradition between Phillipsburg and Easton. Go Liners. And by Dykeman Walker Chevrolet. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone from Dykeman Walker. Stop in at our full-service dealership, complete with body shop and everything you need, including your next vehicle.
Our first quarter brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda. Phillipsburg facing a 3rd and 12 at the 30 after the timeout.
2 breaks left in the half.
Wing to the right side and 2 tight ends. As the State Liners line up here from the 30-yard line. Backs are split. Man in motion is Buckley. Cotis, play fake, looking. He will throw. It is caught by Brousseau. He's got a first down at the 44-yard line. Derek Brousseau, the tight end, tackled by Gary Fish, number 15.
Nice play action fake here to Deary. He had Norrell opening it right to the flat, and a little bit deeper there to number 40 for first down. Nicely run play.
That's Brousseau with Phillipsburg's third down conversion, 4th first down of the morning.
15-yard pickup on the pass play to the 45-yard line.
And Coda's showing a little bit of confidence out there today, making the passes he has to make.
Albie Moran is split to the right side. Buckley's in motion. The handoff to Deary, was tripped by a Rover defender as he dove to about the 48-yard line. That was Colin White. Jack Logic's down in the sidelines this morning with the special guest.
Yes, my special guest is the Director of Athletics at Easton Area High School, Jim Perkrisak. Jim, you've done it as a player, coach, and athletic director. What's the most exciting for you?
I think each one is a little bit different. Obviously, as a player, you're focused more on the game. And when I come here today as athletic director, I got to worry about 15 or 17,000 people, all the workers and all the details that go into the organizing of that game. So a little bit of a different hat each time.
And it was a great opening drive by the Red Rovers, and hopefully they'll keep it up.
Hopefully we can. Obviously, it's an exciting game, and if we keep that pressure on them, hopefully we have enough that we can overcome what they have. Obviously, we have a couple more wins than they do this year. Hopefully that works out in our favor.
Thanks, Jim, for everything. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
That was Jim Perkrisak, the athletic director at Easton High School.
4-yard pickup by Deary on the last play. Phillipsburg facing a 3rd and 3 at the Easton 48. Isaiah Coleman is in motion. Here's a toss to Deary. Deary trying to get to the corner, will dive for the sticks near the 45-yard line, and it will depend on the spot.
I think he stretched the ball out far enough to get it. Yep, they're going to move the chains.
That is Phillipsburg's fourth third down conversion. They are 4 of 5 in the first quarter. Fifth first down, a gain of 3 to the Easton 45-yard line.
Peaburg's having a lot of success with that quickie pitch. At some point, Doug Powell is going to have to make a little bit of change to take away that play because they're having a lot of success here.
On the Mumma sign scoreboard, along with Jimmy's Hot Dogs, it's Easton 7, Phillipsburg nothing.
Wing to the right side. That's Coleman who comes in motion. Cotis to Norrell. Norrell spinning, lost the football at the 41-yard line, but I think Coleman may have gotten it back for Phillipsburg. We will wait for the officials to unpile them and make the call. Bob Andrews signaling timeout. Well, Coleman doesn't have the football because he's off the pile. Phillipsburg got it back.
Yeah, lucky break there for Liners. We saw what happened with the turnover, the block punt there. Last thing he needs, another turnover like 2 years ago. Dick, remember 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Phillipsburg came in undefeated, both teams. Here we go, Norrell at the middle. Nice hit there. Just the ball came loose. You got to hold on that ball. It's not wet out there. You got to hold on that ball.
Sam Hull, State Liner offensive tackle, made the recovery. Gain of 4. Second down and 6 from the 41.
Fast-moving first period, 1:24 left.
Coleman's a wing to the right. Easton with 7 up on the line of scrimmage right now. Here's a toss to Deary. Deary stiff arms a tackle and may have another first down across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. Deary pushed out of bounds across the way.
He followed the block of Kevin McCloskey and gets the first down at the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 for Deary.
And what makes this play where Kevin McCloskey leading the way, number 54, and Derek Broussard, number 40, blocking down the outside linebacker, containing the end, stealing the end. That's what makes that play work. You notice Jim Ringo here, in honor of Jim Ringo, a great player from Phillipsburg High School, Green Bay Packers Eagles, just passed away a few days ago. They honor him by his name there on the helmet.
Wing to the left. Now Norrell comes in motion. Trap play for Deary with a hole up the middle at the 30 to 25, and Deary to about the 22-yard line. That's Gunther around the ankles, and a Phillipsburg first down, their 7th of this opening quarter.
Mac Gunther.
Mark him at the 21 for a gain of 12 yards for Deary. At the 21-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10.
Looks like the Liners offense getting a little bit of confidence here in their running game. Deary's a quick, shifty runner here. Offensive line making it happen, gaining some confidence, open up some holes up the middle here.
Wing to the left side, backs are split. Jenkins is in the backfield. The handoff goes to Norrell, and Norrell that time is stopped for a loss on the play. Coming up was Gunther from the safety spot to make the play. At the 21. It'll be no gain on the play. And that is the last play of the first quarter. Our first quarter sponsor, Phillipsburg Easton Honda, on this Thanksgiving Day from Fisher Field. 1 quarter in the books. Easton with a 7-0 lead and Phillipsburg driving.
Erco Community Federal Credit Union, Phillipsburg's locally owned financial institution. For almost 40 years, we've been providing savings and checking, debit or credit cards, and all types of loans. Give us a call at 859-1811. Today's game brought to you by Lessig Oil and Propane. Happy Thanksgiving from your friends at Lessig Oil and Propane. Remember us for all your oil and propane needs. Good luck to both teams. And by Northwood Surgery. Happy Thanksgiving from everyone at Northwood Surgery, where quality care gets you home the same day. Choose Northwood Surgery, a better alternative to a hospital. And by Durnan's Fast Plumbing. At Durnan's Plumbing, we're proud of both Easton and Phillipsburg, 2 of the greatest high school football teams in the nation. Remember Durnan's Fast Plumbing for all your plumbing needs, and we wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. The Sawmill Golf Course, owned and operated by the Field family, wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving. And we want to remind you to stop in at this championship course, which is enjoyed by seasoned golfers year-round. Better yet, why not give a gift certificate to Sawmill this Christmas for those special golfers in your life?
Phillipsburg 2nd and 10 at the 21. This is the 13th play in this drive.
2nd and 10.
Kotis with a wing to the right side. Now he sends Norell in motion. Kotis on a toss to Deary. He wants to throw it. He will throw. It is intercepted by Holly. Holly inside the 5-yard line. Looking for blockers at the 10, at the 15, and he's tripped up. So a Phillipsburg turnover stops the drive. Career interception number 19 for Jared Holly.
Jared Holly.
Big players make big plays in big games, and Jared Holly has always shined on Thanksgiving Day.
From their own 15.
Easton ran only 4 plays in that first quarter to grab the 7-0 lead.
Little pitch to Deary here. He had the rail open short, but where he throws the ball, I'm not quite sure. He just lost the grip on it. And Jerry Holly, as always, is in the right position. You know, Jerry Holly's stats this year haven't been great, but you know what? He can do everything.
Harbridge takes a toss. Harbridge is dragged down, and a penalty marker is down. Dragged down on the far side of the field by Connell.
That penalty marker in the area where you look for holding.
Number 16,
yep.
Wolfgang Connell.
It is holding.
On the tackle.
Coming up against Easton. That'll push the Rovers back. The first penalty of the afternoon finds Easton at their own 6-yard line. Man in motion. They run a trap for Holly to about the 9-yard line. So Holly lining up in the backfield. Or check it, that was Fish on the carry. Fish to about the 9, a gain of 3. And it will be 2nd down and 16.
Credited with the tackle.
2nd and 16 from just over the 9-yard line.
They're marking it officially at the 10-yard line.
Out of the eye, wing to the left side. There's a toss. That's Harbridge across the 15, the 20, and Harbridge is out to the 21. Going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. Rovers will look at a 3rd down. They'll spot it at the just shy of the 22. It'll be 3rd down and about 3.5. Good running room that time for Kyle Harbridge.
Easton just outmanned the Peaburg defense. They had more blockers than Easton did. Peaburg did defenders, and they took advantage of it. Took a little play out of the quickie pitch there, but that kept the fullback in front to block it.
Harbridge got 12. Easton will be in the eye with a wing left. Samoji with a long count. His toss is to Harbridge. Harbridge has the first down across the 25-yard line. Tripped up there by the State Liners' Pat Congdon.
On the carry. Good for an Easton first
Very
down.
important first down for the Rovers, allowing them to retain
Kevin
possession.
McCluskey on the stop for Phillipsburg.
Mark him at the 28-yard line.
And Coach Schiffer coming back with the same play. Quick, a little sweep here with a fullback lead. And he'll keep running the same play until Phillipsburg can stop it. He'll run the same play over and over again.
It's Easton's first 3rd down conversion, 2nd first down of the morning. Here's a toss to Fish. Fish trying to cut it back. We'll get to about the 32-yard line. Gain of about 4 for Gary.
On the carry.
Gary on the season with 895 yards and has rushed for 8 touchdowns. Norell on the tackle for Phillipsburg. Gain of 4 for Fish. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 32. 7-0 Easton.
Our second quarter brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
Easton went 41 yards after a blocked punt. Samoji again with a long count. They reverse it back to Holly. Holly cuts it back to the 35 and tripped as he gets across the 40. He'll have another Easton first down.
On the carry.
So running a little counter with Holly coming back. Spot him at the 40. That's a gain of 8. Easton's 3rd first down. Our second quarter brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
For the Red Rovers from their own
8 yards for Holly. 1st and 10 from the 40.
Jerry Holly can beat you so many ways as a quarterback, running back, receiver. That's why he's so valuable to the Red Rovers.
Wing to the left side. That's Fish. Fish breaks 1 tackle and dives forward to about the 45-yard line. Nice hard run by Gary Fish. Spot him at the 45, a gain of 5. It is 2nd down and 5. So teams have kind of exchanged time-consuming drives, but Easton has the only score.
Fish with 18 yards rushing, Harbridge with 18, and Holly with 16 yards rushing. Good balance.
The deep back, double wing to the left side. Here's a toss to Fish. Fish is hit and dropped back at the 43-yard line. A loss on the play. Coming up to make the play for the State Liners was Kevin McCluskey. Mark Fish at the 43 for a loss of 2. 3rd down and 7.
That was a nice play from inside linebacker McCluskey to read the play, float to his right, come up and make the big stick of Fish.
DeLauro and Harbridge come to the left. Easton has twin receivers to the right. Samoji's in the shotgun for the first time this afternoon. Phillipsburg rushes 5. Samoji has the snap, throws on a slant. It's caught by Groover. Or check it, that's Matt Wyatt DeLauro who makes the catch, and that'll be good for an Easton first down at the 49-yard line, maybe the 48. First down in Phillipsburg territory.
Number 85.
Just a nice little, under around here by the wide receiver, getting underneath the linebackers, playing zone defense there, and taking advantage of the open middle.
9-yard pickup to DeLauro to the 48-yard line.
Easton's 4th first down. Samoji in a trap play and a decent hole up the middle for Fish, who ran into one of his own blockers, and it'll get to about the Phillipsburg 40-yard line.
Number 15, Gary Fish.
So Phillipsburg had a 13-play drive and came up empty. And now Easton answering, moving from their own 15 to the Phillipsburg 40-yard line.
And Mike, both offenses seem to be getting some confidence. Both offenses are moving the ball. It's a matter of who can push the ball in the end zone. So far, Easton's only seen that kid.
Under 6.5 minutes to play first half. Harbridge is wide to the right. That's Howie now, the deep back. Samoji on a toss to Howie. Howie wants to throw it. He will throw for Harbridge. It is caught by Harbridge at the 10. No, intercepted by Coleman at the 10-yard line. Coleman with an interception for the State Liners to stop the Easton drive. It is Coleman's 6th interception of the season.
A little pitch here. Holly draws the defenders up. Harbridge is wide open here, but Coleman makes it up at the last second. I think Holly just hung the ball up a little bit too long with allowing the defensive back to get underneath it and make the interception.
Holly didn't get enough juice on that one. The receiver had to slow down a little bit.
Harbridge had him by 5 or 6 yards there, but Holly just underthrew a little bit too much.
7-0. Second quarter Easton. We'll be right back. Easton with a 10-play drive, stopped on the interception by Isaiah Coleman. Cotis, the quarterback, and the State Liners in the eye. Deep back is Deary. He'll take a toss, hands back to Cotis. Cotis will throw. It's going to be intercepted by Holly at the 32-yard line. Now at the 30, 25, hurdles a tackler at the 20 and pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. An overthrown ball by Cotis and into the arms of Jared Howie, his 2nd interception of the morning.
Jared Howie always shines on Thanksgiving Day. Here's Phillipsburg coming back a little trickery of their own. Once again, the quarterback or passer underthrowing the ball. Holly's in the right position, just like he was a few plays ago. 2nd interception of the game.
They're at the Phillipsburg 16-yard line in the red zone. 1st and 10, just under 6 minutes to play first half. Holly is in motion. Samoji giving to Harbridge, and Harbridge dives to about the 13. That's Coleman on the legs and Shane Chalupa, who had him up high. Let's go down in the field, and Jack Logic has another guess.
Yes, I do. I have Hall of Famer Pete Americas, who played in probably the best Easton area high school football team ever in 1958.
Yeah, that was a great team in 1958. We have small people, but they were great.
And the backfield, Bartlett, Weaver, Easton, and Americas?
And Weaver, yes, absolutely. They were quick and fast, and they had a little smarts on them, too.
And Thanksgiving Day wasn't what you wanted because you were hurt, but you still saw your team complete an undefeated season.
Absolutely. I only played a couple plays because I had a bad knee, but my team did a great job, and we went undefeated. That was great.
Hey, Pete, thanks very much, and have a great day.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Jack. Gary Fish running a trap play right up the middle to about the 11-yard line, which will bring up 3rd down and 5. Pete, among the inductees in the 2007 class of the Easton Phillipsburg Football Hall of Fame. Big third down play for Easton here. 3rd and 5 at the Phillipsburg 11. Fish and Harbridge are split in the backfield. The Holly is split to the left side. One-on-one coverage on Jared Holly. Samoji rolling to his left. He will throw for Holly. It is incomplete at about the 2. That's Eric Deary defending, and the field goal kicking unit will come out for Easton. This will be about a 28-yard attempt. And on the season, Ian Heck is 1 for 1 from 20 to 29 yards out. He is 3 for 6 overall on the season. Samoji holds. They'll put it down at the 18, so it'll be a 28-yard try. Snap in the spot. The kick is up, and it is good. Ian Heck splits the uprights from 28 yards out. 10-0, Easton. As Ian Heck tees it up at the 40-yard line with Deary, Moran, and just now coming out on the state liners, Eric Casal is going to go deep. I wonder if that means that Buckley will be at quarterback since he normally is on the kick return squad. We'll see. Heck has put 2 in the end zone. This one end over end, and that one is going to get there too as Deary makes the catch about 6 yards deep. So Phillipsburg has started 3 times at the 20-yard line and once at the 9.
What a great leg that kicker Heck has there. That's terrific. High school kid kicked the ball like that. I can't imagine Coach Stem changing quarterbacks here. I don't see who's coming in. Looks like Jack Buckley.
I think it's Buckley.
Made a little change of speed here. Maybe more of a running quarterback. Curtis has done an outstanding job for first quarter and half the game. So I can't see that be the reason to take him out, but a little change of pace here.
Coleman will be the wing instead of Buckley, who lines up under center. So he'll take his first varsity snap in the Easton Phillipsburg game. And we have movement from the state liners, Shane Chalupa at left guard.
And I believe that was because Matt Gunther of Easton was showing blitz from his safety position.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Defense showed a little blitz, and the offense has to watch the ball. Watch the snap of the ball. You can't watch the defender.
Get a look at the Toot McNally, probably Phillipsburg's greatest fan or most enthusiastic fan.
We've followed the liners for how many years? 65, 70 years without missing a game. Wonderful woman. And Phillipsburg will miss her dearly.
1st and 15 at the 15. Mike Jenkins is the lone running back for Phillipsburg. They have a slot to the far side. Buckley setting up a screen. It's the rocket screen. It is caught by Deary, who goes down at about the 25-yard line, or check it. On the reception is Chris Spino, the tight end.
Buckley's pass.
Well, for Buckley's first pass, wasn't too bad. He had a nice rush put on there, and he found the receiver 82 underneath. Here, a nice rush coming from the Easton defenders up the middle here, but Buckley shows a little calm and patience. And the 82, just a little rocket screen underneath.
They get 10. It's 2nd down and 5 at the 25. We're under 4 minutes to go, first quarter, and your Wilmot Signs Jimmy's Hot Dog scoreboard. In motion is Coleman. The give is to Jenkins, and Jenkins stood up at about the 28, perhaps the 29-yard line. So Phillipsburg will face a 3rd down and short. Matt Gunther coming up from the safety spot to make the first hit along with Holly.
On the carry for Phillipsburg.
So Phillipsburg has been very good on 3rd down here in the first half, and they face a really big one here on 3rd and maybe a yard and a half.
You know, both these programs have always been known for stout defenses, but today the offenses seem to have a little momentum behind them and seem to be moving ball fairly well.
Phillipsburg is 4 out of 5 on 3rd down in this first half. Coleman is in motion. Buckley under center. Will toss it to Deary. Deary cut it back inside, got the first down out to the 35-yard line.
Eric Deary on the carry.
Tackles made by Holly.
First down.
So this State Liners continue with that quickie pitch. Our second quarter this morning brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
1st and 10 for the State.
Gain of 6 for Deary. 1st and 10 at the 35. That's Phillipsburg's 8th first down.
I don't think they have enough time to run it down the field for a score, Mike. They're going to have to put it up in the air. Only 2:42 left.
They have all 3 timeouts. Coleman a wing to the right. In motion is Jenkins. Here's a toss to Deary. Deary cuts it back at the 35 and tripped up at about the 37-yard line.
Eric Deary on the carry.
Ronald Manigault turned him in, and that kept him from getting a big gainer.
Got 2.
Easton's trying to bring the cornerbacks up on the outside, turn that quickie pitch back in. But Deary shows some little, quick feet there and has made some nice cuts back up the field, get positive yardage.
On the Mumaw sign and Jimmy's Hot Dog scoreboard, it's Easton 10 and Phillipsburg nothing.
From the 37. 2nd down and 8. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. 10-0 Easton. Wing to the left is Coleman. Buckley on a trap play, and Deary is stood up as he got perhaps back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play there.
Deary on the carry.
Red Rovers on the stop at about the 37-yard line. That was the linebacker, Ken Cooper.
Phillipsburg's got 3 timeouts. The clock's still ticking here. I don't really understand why the staff doesn't take Peterborough staff doesn't take a timeout here. They still got plenty of time for a score. You like to get in at halftime with a score under your belt.
Loss of a yard. It's 3rd and 9 from the 36. Spino and Coleman go to the left. Easton may rush 5. They'll blitz Gunther. They swing it out to Coleman, and Coleman gets only a couple. See if Easton takes a timeout here to force a punt, and the Rovers will with 52 seconds remaining.
It would be football, because I just can't be able to stand this in the stands watching wrestling. So I'd rather be down wrestling.
Okay, get back. Thanks, Luke. We'll see you later.
Jared Hawley on the punt return of about 8 yards. Chased out of bounds at the 7 yards to the Easton 32 with 39 seconds remaining. Our punt return brought to you by Tuscus Homes. At the 32, Easton with 1 timeout and 39 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Luke Rossi said like any true athlete would. He loves watching football because it's entertaining, and he doesn't play football. But he's a wrestler. To sit in the stands and watch a wrestling match, he would be so fired up. He wants to be down on that mat himself. So, Luke, I understand where he's coming from.
This is Easton's just 4th possession of the first half. Samoji straight drop and a shuffle pass to Fish. Fish at the 35, heading near side at the 40, at the 45, and chased out of bounds at the 46-yard line by Albie Moran. Nice shuffle pass to Fish.
Nice little shuffle pass here to the left of Fish. Schiffer trying to catch the defense, Beaver defense over pursuing. Gets a nice gain, about 15-20 yards here until Albie Moran runs him out of bounds.
5th Easton first down, 13 yards on the completion, 30 seconds remaining.
Fish 7 carries, 27 yards so far.
Yeah, you saw the leg on Hex, so if Easton get him within kicking distance, he's got a shot for a field goal here.
Samoji's in the shotgun. Stateliners to rush 4. Samoji has the snap. Deep drop, it's a screen. The screen is complete to Fish, and Fish runs into trouble. Runs into Stateliners at the 47-yard line.
Stateliners weren't fooled by that at all.
Pass complete to number 15, Gary Pitt.
Steve Fisher at this point is going to let the clock run as Samoji comes over to get the play. That's a gain of 2.5. Going to be 2nd down and long. 5 seconds to go. And Easton will take a timeout here to make sure they get the play off. Clock shows no time remaining, but Steve Schiffer did call a timeout, so the Rovers will get a final play.
1 or 2 seconds on that clock. 2 seconds they're going to put on the clock. So a competitive first half today. And it's just a matter of the Stateliners trying to find some offense in the second half to get it into the end zone. They've moved the ball on occasion, but they haven't been able to get it into the end zone yet.
And the difference today is turnovers so far. 2 big turnovers by the Liners turned to 10 points for Easton.
This was a very quick-moving first half. Phillipsburg, 10 plays on their opening possession. Then Easton scored in 4. Phillipsburg came back 13 plays and an interception. Then Easton ran 10 plays and an interception.
That's been a well-played game so far. Not too many penalties, so the game has moved along quickly, and both teams have mixed up the pass and the run very effectively.
There has not been a 3-and-out. Check it. 1. Easton had a 3-and-out on their last actually settled for a field goal. I mean, did not pick up a first down, but got a field goal. So, final play of the half, unless there is a defensive penalty. Samoji is under center. He will drop straight back to pass. He will throw on the near side and overthrows Harbridge out of bounds.
Samoji's pass goes
and that'll do it
That's the end
for
of
the first half.
We're here at halftime. It's Easton 10, Phillipsburg nothing. It's been a tight game all the way to the beginning, but Easton's really showing its power with its passing game, and we've had a couple of interceptions early in the game. The third team quarterback from Phillipsburg sort of set the tone. They fought valiantly, but struggling just a bit here at halftime. This is Rick Ford on the iHigh Broadcast Network.
American rivalry series. Accepting the award for Easton High School is William Ryder, principal. Presenting the award is Staff Sergeant Carl of the United States Marines. Accepting the award for Phillipsburg High School is Principal Mary Jane Deutsch. Presenting the award is Staff Sergeant Corrigan with the United States Marines. Let's give a big Pennsylvania round of applause for both schools being inducted into the Great American Rivalry Series Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Side by side and face to camera. I can do that.
Toma to kick off. End over end, and Holly's going to look at it at the 10, 15, 20, and someone got an arm out there and tripped him up. Coming in was Wolfgang Connell, making the tackle for the Stateliners. So Easton gets the first job on offense here in the second half. They'll start at their own 28 with the 10-0 lead.
Phillipsburg had 4 first-half possessions, 3 starts at their own 20, 1 at their own 9, so they need to hold here.
One lone setback, slot to the left side. Samoji under center, going to give it back inside and coming straight ahead. There's Fish to about the 33, perhaps the 34 when they unpile
Fish on the carry.
Norrell, one of the guys on the stop down there.
Number 35,
and Brian Groller
on the tackle.
Fish kept his legs driving there. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but managed to carry Stateliners for about 5.
Got 6. Now they're going to mark it now at the 33. Give him 5. Make it 2nd and 5. Again, one lone setback. Man in motion coming to the near sideline. And count. Fish again to the right side, and lots of white jerseys are there to corral him at the 35-yard line. So he'll get 2 to bring up 3rd and 3. The middle of that Stateliner front on the tackle.
Big third down play here. Both offensive lines have had play well so far in the first half. They want to see who can control the offensive line in line of scrimmage in the second half. There's a big key third down play.
Easton was 2 of 3 on 3rd down in the first half.
Mark it at the 36. 3rd and 2 for the Red Shirts. Slot left. One lone setback. Slot man is in motion. That's Harbridge. Samoji with that long count to Fish, right tackle, and he's not going to get there. 4 white jerseys headed up by Norrell and Buckley.
Big stop there from linebacker Brian Norrell from his linebacker position. Left side of the Phillipsburg defensive line, controlling the offensive line of Easton.
At the 36, it'll be 4th down and 2 this third quarter, brought to you by the Career Institute of Technology.
Kyle Wilson's first punt of the day.
Jack Buckley and Albie Moran.
Dave is a 6'1 senior and kicks out of there. Buckley at the 28 and didn't get a real good start. And then up there for the Stateliners, or for the Red Rovers to come in and make the stop. And that will bring up a first down for the Stateliners at their own 32 yard line. It looks like they'll mark it at the 32.
That Dale Wilson punt and Phillipsburg return, brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda.
That was a nice defensive series by the State Liners here. Let's see if they can turn around and take the momentum to the offensive side of the ball.
1st and 10 at the 31. Split backs, Norrell and Deary. And Cotis back in at quarterback. Cotis going to give it inside to Deary. Trying the left side, and a couple of Red Rovers are over there. And making the play for the Rovers, Colin White and Craig Keenan Walls at the 32, a gain of 1.
Following today's game, the Easton Lions Club will present the Forks of the Delaware Trophy to the winning team, and the Lions Club will also present individual trophies to the most outstanding offensive and defensive players of the game.
Flanker to the right side for the State Liners. Connell. Coleman's in motion. Give it back inside. Norrell pounding to the right side. Got a good block up the middle. And then ran into a couple of red jerseys at the 35-yard line. Walls was there again for 1.
Coach Stem says he wants to establish a running game in the second half. They did have some success in the first half there. Nice little fullback trap up the middle by Norrell. I'm sure Doug Powell told his defense, hey, we bend in the first half, but we didn't break. He said, let's see if we can go out there and shut them down in the second half and turn this game back around. They're a little bit closer than I think the Red Rivers won at the moment.
Phillipsburg 5 out of 7 on 3rd down in the first half.
Buckley, a wing right, goes in motion. Double tight end. Cotis pitched to Deary, and he slipped. Deary was going to make his cut, and the feet just went out from under.
Deary on the pitch.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
It'll be the 3rd punt of the afternoon for Phillipsburg.
Well, we talked about the field conditions being perfect today, but obviously something came up and grabbed Deary right there. He had some nice blockers out front, but the defense wasn't pursued. I don't think he would have had a big gain there. Deary just couldn't keep his footing.
Toma gets the kick out of there. Low kick. Holly watches it bounce at the 30. 35, he's got a wall. 40. 50,
got a lot of room in front of him there.
35, and getting him from behind was Brendan Badway to save the touchdown as Holly had that Easton wall along the near sideline.
That's return of 40 yards, so it's 10-0 Easton, 7:43 to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the State Liner 30. Now it's check time for the Phillipsburg defense.
It's time for the defense to step up here and shut down the Easton offense. A score here really put them behind the 8 ball.
Harbridge in motion, pitch to Fish. Fish to the outside, leads 1, and then the 2nd and 3rd guys on the far side of the field. And Wolfgang Connell heading up the defensive charge over there on Fish.
That was number 5, Isaiah Coleman, who had a shot at him around the line of scrimmage or maybe even in the backfield, but Coleman couldn't make the hit.
Yeah, Fish showing great footwork here. Coleman came up from his quarterback position, just missed the tackle, but Fish makes him miss the tackle. Nice big gain of 6 yards there.
2nd and 4. Again, the one setback lineup for the Red Rovers. Slot to the right, wing left. Harbridge in motion again. Samoji to Fish. Left tackle, bowling his way close to the 20. Depends on the spot as to whether he'll get a first down or not.
Now Easton's in 4-down territory here. Phillipsburg's been playing a 6 front defensively in this series.
Just shy of the first down. Needs about a foot for the first down. Sheridan Printing on the scoreboard right now with Easton leading Phillipsburg 10-0, 3rd period, 6:29. The clock's moving. Power I. Samoji the long count. Give it back to Holly, diving at the right tackle hole and should be over the 20-yard line, and that would give him the first down. Isaiah Coleman down at the bottom of the pile. Sam Hall down at the bottom of the pile. Grueller down there. Inside the 20, mark it at the 19.
6th first down, and Easton 3 out of 5 on 3rd down conversions.
And Easton's going to line up and run the ball right at you and just say, stop us if you can. And here they come with the power I pitch.
Holly again at the 10. Holly to the 5. Holly to about the 3. And the Rovers are in great field position to get another touchdown.
Easton's just going to keep attacking it, pound on you until you break. And with Jared Holly back in the backfield, you got to get defenders around him to stop him. If not, they're going to be in the end zone before you know it.
Holly lost his shoe. That may be the only thing that slows him down.
Well, not much has stopped Jared Holly in his 4-year career at Easton High School.
Got 16 on that last carry.
First and goal at the 3. Our third quarter brought to you by the Career Institute of Technology. Here come the Rovers in the power eye again, and Holly's the deep guy. Behind Fish. Samoji. Pitch to Holly. He's got room, and he's there.
Jared Holly from 3 yards out. That is his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. And Easton goes out in front 16-0 now with the point after pending.
Ian Heck will be on for the extra point.
30-yard drive in 5 plays.
Samoji to hold.
Take advantage of the Holly 40-yard punt return to set him up. Ian's kick is up and into the net in front of the Berger Varsity Football House here at Fisher Field at Fisher Stadium. And the Rovers now have a 17-0 lead.
The Rovers just line up in the power eye, pitch to the best player on the team, and just pound it right at you. There's no stopping Jared Holly on that one. They outman the Phillipsburg defense on the right-hand side there. Great blocking up front. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game.
Got a good block in there from Gary Fish.
And Jared Holly just was not going to be denied that end zone.
It will also be rebroadcast by
And down in the field, let's see who's Jack Logic's visiting with.
I have Jim Dolan with me, who parachuted in earlier this morning, and what a great experience, Jim.
Yes, it was. I'm glad we could pull it off. Thank you, Brown Dobb, for bringing us out here.
You're a Wilson High School graduate. I understand you played some basketball in high school?
Yeah, we played for the Warriors. I also coached with Bobby Frankenfield and the late, great Gary Hawes.
And how long have you been doing this, coming onto football fields?
About 12 years now.
Great. Is this your friend, partner in crime?
Bob Stahl. Bob Stahl.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Thanks, both of you guys. Have a great day and did a great job before the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, back to you guys upstairs.
Well, let's see if Ian Heck can put another one in the end zone. He hasn't allowed the Stateliners to run one back at all today on a kickoff.
Number 28, Eric.
That was just the 31st rushing touchdown in the career of Holly.
This one they'll run back, a bouncing ball. Going to be picked up at the 5-yard line by Connell. Not Connell, that's up on the return is Moran. Albie Moran comes up over the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. And we have a timeout down on the field as the Stateliners have it first down at their own 32. 5:32 left in the third. One lone setback. Cotis back, looking to throw it out to the side. Incomplete, intended for Albie Moran. The ball was out there before Albie made his cut. And there again, that's just a little bit of a timing issue that the Stateliners haven't had a chance to work on with Cotis as the backup quarterback.
Well, he's got very little experience on varsity level here. 17 minutes left in the game. Stateliners know that they have to get the ball moving downfield. That means they got to throw the ball a little bit more. Not necessarily throw it long, which Coach Stem loves to throw the ball long. But the intermediate routes may work for him today, but they need to get some points on the board here.
Deary, the lone setback. We have trips to the left side. Now Deary's in motion. Empty backfield. Cotis going to quarterback sweep right up the middle over the 40 to about the 41-yard line. And coming in there for the Stateliners was Colin White at the 41. Gain of 9.
It's a nice call there, the little quarterback keeper. Deary, swung out to the flat a little bit, and anybody scouts Phillipsburg knows they love to drop the ball to the tailback in the flat. A nice little change of pace there with the quarterback keeping the ball at the middle.
17-0 Easton on the Sheridan Printing scoreboard on a beautiful Thursday morning. All the bad stuff's coming in later today. Buckley's in motion. And the ball back inside and coming straight ahead with the carry is Mike Jenkins. Jenkins up to about midfield before 3 red jerseys converge and make the stop. Tom Furman, one of those in on the play at the 49. Gain of 8.
Phillipsburg's 9th first down.
Number 32, Tom.
And there's plenty of time left in the game. Phillipsburg just has to keep moving the ball, get themselves a score, and defense has to stand up and make a big play.
I mean, Phillipsburg's converted 67% of their third downs today, and they trail 17-0.
They play well offensively so far. They just can't put the ball in the end zone.
Buckley in motion. Here comes the Rover blitz. Jenkins runs by the blitzer, but runs into two other red jerseys. Making the play down at the bottom of the pile is Ronald Manigault. He is a senior, 5'10", 185. Has scored a touchdown this year against Northampton with a 35-yard fumble return.
Yeah, nice play by Manigault there. If he misses it, I don't think there's anybody between Jenkins and end zone with a free safety blitzing like he did and missing it. A nice tackle by 24.
Give you an idea of what odds Phillipsburg faces here. Nobody in the history of this game has come from 17 points down to win.
Buckley the wing in motion. Split end wide to the left. Back to throw it, rolling right. Looking, now he's going to run it at the 45 and knocked out of bounds right in front of the Rover bench. Coming over there is Cody Muser on the tackle.
Now he got away from Wyatt DeLauro in the backfield. Your third quarter brought to you by Career Institute of Technology.
32 for the State Liners from the Easton 43.
Ball spotted at the 43. As you look in the State Liner huddle.
Look at another big third down play here in short.
Slot to the right side.
Got to look, they're in 4-down territory here.
Buckley in motion. Notice to Deary, left side. Deary's not going to get the first down. He got back to about the line of scrimmage, and boy, the red shirts were waiting for him.
Eric Deary on the carry.
Muser up on top of the pile, and he was one of the last guys up.
It'll bring up a fourth down.
The right side of the Easton defense just stepped up and read the play perfectly. Made a nice play for losses. The game of 0 here.
Walls, the last guy up. So it stays 4th and 2 at the Easton 43. Moran to the right. Buckley to the left. Cotis under center. Buckley's in motion. Give it inside. Oh, Mike Jenkins hits a stone wall. Oh, my goodness.
Mike Jenkins.
Cody Muser led up a defensive charge of 4 red shirts. Colin White helped him out. And the Rovers defense just stuffed it, and they take over at the 43.
The whole interior of the Red Rovers defense here making a great stand up the middle, big 4th down play. Doug Powell's defense stepping up big when they had to.
Red Rovers from their own 43.
Rovers out of the huddle. Stay in the eye. Holly the deep man. Samoji's been using a long count all morning long. Give it inside this time, and Fish straight ahead. And
number 15, Gary Fish on the carry.
Picked up by Kevin McCloskey on the tackle for Phillipsburg. Ball at the 45. Second down and 8.
Sam Hall on the stop for Phillipsburg.
Coach Schiffer wants to control this ball now. They can do what they did last series and just run the ball down the field. They would be very happy with that right now.
Yeah, the clock has become the opponent.
Power eye again for Easton. Fish is in motion. Pitch to Holly. Judge going right. Nobody there. So coming in is Brian Norrell to make the first hit on Jarrett. He had nowhere to go out on the right side.
Nice tackle by the linebacker Norrell, but the play was made by Jack Buckley coming up from his quarterback position to turn the shifty number 18 back in, Jared Holly.
I think if you're Steve Schiffer, you have to think, we have 17 points.
Yeah.
Phillipsburg isn't going to score 3 times unless we shorten the field for them. So I
don't think Easton wants to get crazy here. Throw a ball pass down the field. They'll be content to run the ball here.
Very close to the vest.
Trips left. 3rd down, 11. Samoji at the late of Fish. And Fish slowed up at the line of scrimmage, stumbles a little bit, falls forward to about the 43 or 44, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Easton came out of the trip formation, trying to spread the Phillipsburg defense out, trying to catch them off balance a little bit and run the ball. But once again, Schiffer's got confidence in his defense, up by 17 points. He's content to run the ball and punt the ball away here.
Dave Wilson to punt. He's been averaging 32. Dale Wilson to punt, averaging 32.9 yards a kick. Buckley to return. Good snap, no rush. Nice high kick. Buckley's going to let it bounce. And the Rovers are over there, and they will cover it somewhere around the 17-yard line.
It's a nice Easton bounce there.
You're all enjoying your Thanksgiving Day, and those of you at the football game, you'll enjoy your
Today's
turkey
game being
later
brought
on.
to you in part by the Palmer Park Mall. Good luck,
right
Easton.
now, the
Good
State
luck,
Liners
Phillipsburg. From Palmer
down
Park Mall, more than
17-0, have the ball at their own 17-yard line, and they've got a tough road ahead of them.
Phillipsburg's offense hasn't been very potent this whole year. And Easton, as always, has a strong defense. You know, need some big plays here from Phillipsburg, and Bob Stem's going to reach in his bag of tricks.
Deary and Norrell, the split backs with Buckley in motion. Otis faking, looking, throwing it upfield. There's Holly again. He's got another one. His third pick of the day. Oh, my goodness. Jared Holly is just a man who is everywhere.
That was intended for Brousseau, and I think a little too much air under the ball that time for junior quarterback Nick Cotis. That allowed Holly the opportunity to close and come up with the interception.
Cotis here, nice little fake in the middle, but great players play big on big days, and Jared Holly is having a Thanksgiving Day game of his life here with 3 picks. Anytime you throw the ball in his area, you know he's going to go after it, and Cotis just throws up for grabs, and the best player on the field comes down with it.
He went up over the back of his teammate, Tom Furman, to make the pick. Now the power I. First down at the 42-yard line for the Rovers. Pitch to Holly. And back to the 40, falling into about the 39-yard line. Gang tackled there.
Jared Holly on the carry.
Oh, okay, sorry. Ball played, started at the 42. McLean on the stop for the Garnett. We're going to mark it right at the 40. Gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8.
I don't think Easton has to run another play here, but they are going to come up to the line of scrimmage.
Down to the final 9 seconds of period number 3. Brought to you by Career Institute of Technology. Here's the handoff inside to Harbridge. Harbridge straight ahead on the final play of the third quarter here at Fisher Field at Fisher Stadium. And Easton will start the fourth quarter with a 17-0 lead. Right after the start of the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter is being brought to you by Brown Dog Ford. 17-0 on the scoreboard as the hot dogs have arrived in the press box. And of course, we can't eat them now.
As soon as this game's over, I eat that hot dog real fast. It looks awful good to me.
Samoji rolling right and throwing it up for grabs, and Norrell got a hand in there. The pass was intended for Kyle Harbridge. And down on the field, Jack Logic again.
Yes, I'm here with former All-State football player and recently inducted Hall of Famer Jack Rothenhauser. Jack, you played in this game in 1939, 1940. A lot of great memories, huh?
Yes, right.
And you got to play with Bobby Root on that great undefeated team that Elmer Carroll coached.
Right. Good team. Great team.
Could you tell us about some of your teammates real quick?
Pardon?
Tell us about some of your teammates. Okay, I want to thank Jack for being with us. We'll be back up to the booth, okay?
Samoji back setting up a screen. Inside, incomplete. Intended for Wyatt DeLauro, the tight end who stayed on the line of scrimmage, and they came across looking to set up the screen, but the pass wasn't there, incomplete, and Phillipsburg will take over.
Now, one thing you don't want to do, Ned, is overthrow a rocket screen, and the Rovers were lucky that time that a state liner didn't come up with that in the clear.
It looks like they were setting the play up nicely. He was coming to clear, he overthrew him. Last thing he wanted was a linebacker, defensive back picking off and going for a touchdown at this point, but they did set it up nicely, just couldn't connect.
Sheridan Prino of Alpha, Phillipsburg Easton Honda on our scoreboard. 17-0 Easton leading.
36.
State Liners first down. And Codas back to throw, but we had movement. I believe they're going to get the running back moving first, Jenkins.
Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
You know, Michael Jenkins just getting a little ahead of himself there. You know, wanted to make a nice play and just didn't hold his water like he should.
Take the ball back to the 31.
I'll check it again.
It'll be 1st and 15 now for Phillipsburg. And Brett Reel checking into the defensive lineup now for Easton. Stayliners out with split backs.
1st and 15.
Codas, straight drop. Screening inside the rocket screen off the hand of Buckley. And 2 rovers over there, but not close enough to intercept.
And Mike, just what we mentioned before with the Easton rocket screen, Phillipsburg almost did the same thing, and you can see the Easton guy go another way with that ball.
Looked like it was a little behind Buckley.
A little behind him, and there's no defender behind him, thank goodness. But
there's a good shot of Jack in the Stateliner huddle.
Codas has played a pretty good game today. Right now, you really wish you had your veteran Crossley in there because you need somebody who has the confidence to throw the ball down the field because Phillipsburg needs to move the ball down the field to even have a chance in this game.
Codas is 3 out of 9 for 27 yards.
Codas under center, Buckley's in motion. Reverse it to Deary, a little cross buck from the old play calling days. And he's going to get back to about the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. Walls at the bottom of the pile with Muser.
Number 42, Keenan Walls on the stop.
Still 3rd and 15 at the 31.
3rd down.
You know, Coach Sten was trying to catch them off balance a little bit. To run the ball with a 2nd down long like that, you know, he must have really hoped for pursuing by the Easton defense. But you got to start throwing the ball now. You want to get it back in this game. You got to find a way to get the ball down the field.
Marion, Buckley, and Coleman to the left. Codas back, throwing it out to the side over the head of Buckley, and then Coleman was another 6 yards downfield, but the ball never got to him. He had to trap it, so it's an incomplete pass.
Wasn't sure who Codas was going for. Was he going from, number 8, Jack Buckley short or Coleman long? He chose in between and ended up with an incomplete pass.
Thomas on the field to punt.
It was a very similar pass pattern to one of the interceptions that Jared Holley made in the first half.
Phillipsburg Easton Honda bringing you the punts here in the second half. And the kick's out of there. Going to bounce around the 40. Jared's watching it, and he'll let it roll over in the sideline. Almost got out of bounds before Coleman touched it. The last shutout in the series was Phillipsburg 17-0 in 2005. Easton won 31-0 in 2004, and Phillipsburg won 25-0 in 2002. A bunch of shutouts here in the 2000 years. Man in motion. Harbridge, right side, 40. And good ankle tackle. Coleman, Isaiah Coleman. He is a heck of a defensive player for the Stateliners. Has been all year long. 5'7", 165, and a senior.
Well, Phillipsburg's been playing a 6-3 for most of this second half. And, I mean, Easton's not been able to generate much offensively, but they've not had to. They've had the lead the whole afternoon.
2nd and 5. Harbridge gets 5. He now has 29 yards, 7 carries. Man in motion, Harbridge. Holly the wing. Samoji back. Throwing it up the sideline for DeLauro. Incomplete. Coleman fell down, or he would have had a chance perhaps to pick that off.
Coleman was lucky. He slipped. That ball went over his head. That would have been a touchdown easily, but quarterback underthrew him a little bit and hit Coleman right in the side.
You know, we have Easton has 163 yards total offense. Phillipsburg has 139. So the defenses have played well today.
The difference is a couple turnovers on big plays by Jared Holley and the block punt by Keenan Walls. And, you know, it's a little bit closer game than you imagined the score there. Phillipsburg just can't get anything going offensively and put the ball in the end zone.
3rd and 5, Holley in motion. And Samoji back, going to dump it over the middle. Incomplete. Going up to try and make the catch was Chad Groover the tight end, and then it was Wolfgang Kongel who gave him a good belt in the back. Fourth quarter sponsor today, brought to you by Brown Daub Ford up in Nazareth. It'll be fourth down coming
for Phillipsburg
at the 43.
Dale Wilson.
So now Dale Wilson to punt. Long count. Good snap. No rush. Nice kick. Buckley will watch it bounce. Takes a bounce back upfield, and then it picked up by Deary over the 30 to about the 33 or 34 yard line. So the State Liners have some decent field position.
Eric Deary on the return.
Mark the ball at the 34 yard line, and the punt brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda. Glad to have those folks on board with us all morning long on our telecast. At the 34 for the State Liners, first down. On the clock, 9:44 to play.
It looks like Jack Buckley's in at quarterback again. You know, after putting him in and taking him out before the first half was over.
Man in motion is Jenkins. Buckley's going to roll it left. And rolls into a couple of red shirts, fights off the first two, and then coming in to make the play defensively for the Red Rovers was Stephen Voss. Has a twin Greg Voss on the team. Spot the ball at the 39-yard line. Gain of 5, second and 5.
Jack's a senior. He's been starting for a couple of years for the State Liners. I think, Bob wants to put the ball in his hands. He can run the ball. He can throw the ball pretty well from what we saw in the first half. Maybe just give him a chance here.
Wing left. That's Pullman. He's in motion. Rovers blitzing, and Jenkins getting back to the line of scrimmage. Smothered there. On the tackle, Cooper. Furman was there.
Mike Jenkins on the carry.
Gunther was there.
Cody Muser.
No gain. 3rd and 5 at the 39.
Now, Easton's defense is grudgingly giving up yards the second half here. Doug Powell talked to his defense at halftime and said, it's in your hands now. We gave it a 10-point lead. That's all we should need.
Harbridge a 3-yard run. Heck a 28-yard field goal. Holly a 3-yard run, and that leads Easton 17-0 here in the fourth period. Quarterback draw again, and Buckley going to come up shy of the first down, about the 42 or 43. Fish on top of the pile. Muser also there. Spot the ball at the 43.
Yeah, flag on the play here.
And got a face mask on Easton.
A little bit of quarterback keeper here. Face mask keeps the drive alive with a first down.
Is it the 5-yarder or the 15-yarder? The 5-yarder.
Mask on the defense. First down.
1st and 10 at the Phillipsburg 48-yard line now. And for the State Liners, that will be their 10th of the morning.
1st and 10 for Phillipsburg.
Split back. Buckley back. Buckley throwing it out to the side. Complete. Making the catch was Derek Brousseau. And Brousseau tackled immediately on the far side of the field. And that'll put the ball at the Easton 47-yard line for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
Complete to number 40, Derek Brousseau.
A little bit less than 8 minutes left in the game. The Liners are going to have to start opening up and going down the field here. If they have any chance to even be in this game, they got to start throwing the ball down the field.
Second catch by Brousseau today.
He had 2 catches coming in for 33 yards. 2nd and 5. And hand the ball inside to Morrell, trying to get outside. Someone hanging around the ankles. Ronald Manigault on the tackle.
A nice little fullback trap up the middle here to Brian Norrell.
We're going to measure. First measurement of the day.
Nice little trap right up here from Norrell. Consistent, tough runner. Tough, good inside linebacker. Senior for Liners.
I'm surprised Art Cardos didn't sell the first measurement of the day.
Yeah.
we kid Art a lot, but he's the guy who makes all this happen and has made it all happen for the last 16 years, I think, on television. Without him, there wouldn't be any TV. Congratulations to Art.
All of Art Carter's to thank for this televised game today and so many things he's done for the players of Easton and Phillipsburg.
3rd and inches at the 42. 7-12.
3rd and a short, 1.
On the scoreboard, we're in the 4th final period. Split backs behind Buckley. Buckley's going to give it back inside to Nero, and Nero hits the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark forward progress. If it's inside the 42, he's got a first down. If it's before the 42, he doesn't.
Cooper and Wall.
No, we're going to measure again.
Yep, signal first down.
Oh, now they change it. Okay. 1st and 10, mark the ball at the 41. Mike Nero, a junior, 5'10", 175, had rushed for 95 yards on 19 carries before today. Wing left. Buckley pitching it out the side to Deary. Deary runs through a little seam at the 40-yard line and gets to about the 37 before the Rovers finally catch up with him. And that's Gary Fish on the tackle.
There doesn't seem to be any sense of urgency from the Phillipsburg staff here to move the ball down the field. They know they got to throw the ball, but also you got to throw the ball, you have to go to Jared Holly territory. And so far today, that hasn't worked too well for Liners.
2nd and 6 at the 37.
I mean, 3 scores down and 6 minutes to play.
Buckley up the middle, and it's Nero again, and nowhere to go. DeLauro is there. Mark the ball where? At the 42-yard line. Or 38-yard line, excuse me. 38. Loss of a yard. 3rd and 7.
I'm a little surprised that Coach Stem has decided to take such a conservative approach at the end of the game here. I know you're missing your 2 top quarterbacks, but nobody wants to win more than Phillipsburg and Bob Stem, and you're not going to win doing this.
5:27, clock's moving. 4th quarter. 3rd and 7. Buckley changing the play. And now we have a timeout. Yeah. Bob Stem didn't like the fact that he saw Jack Buckley trying to change the play. So Stem's going to come out. And we have the timeout down on the field. We have the Berger Varsity Football House down at the other end. And right now we have the State Liners with a 3rd and 7 at the Easton 38. Norell in motion. Rovers blitzing. Buckley's throwing it down the sideline way over the head of Coleman. Defending on the play was the right halfback, Gary Fish. That'll bring up 4th down.
Tried to hit Coleman on a fade, but well overthrown.
Well, the
Rovers on the sideline.
Well, they're just counting down to Thanksgiving dinner here, and pretty much they have this game in the bag. And Phillipsburg's a little reluctant to throw the ball. They don't throw it well. They'll miss the top 2 quarterbacks. We still gotta try.
Norell, Moran, and Coleman to the right. Buckley back, setting up that screen again. Got away from one. Still looking. Dumps the pass upfield. Incomplete. Out in front of the arms of the intended receiver. We got a penalty flag down.
I think we're going to have linemen downfield on Phillipsburg, but that was a 4th down play.
Intended for Albie Moran.
Moran was the closest player to try and make the catch as Buckley did a good escape act in the backfield.
On the offense, decline, 1st down.
Yeah, that was a very nice scramble here by Buckley, and then he had an open receiver, tried to just dump it off, and he overthrew him.
Yeah, Albie Moran wide open. That would have been an easy 6 there, but just overthrew him. Maybe that's why they'll throw the ball more. I don't know, but he did a nice job of eluding the rush.
1st and 10 at the Easton 38. They take over with 5:02 to play. Man in motion is Fish. Samoji back inside to Holly. Holly hit the 40, and he kind of lost his balance making his cut and then runs into 4 or 5 white jerseys. Wolfgang Connell is there. Coleman is there. Norrell was there.
Isaiah Coleman on the stop.
You know, if there was one MVP today, Jared Holly would be an easy choice with 3 interceptions and a punt return that set up the second touchdown. But offensively, trying to find the star is not that easy today.
2nd and 6. Fish in motion. And Harbridge. Oh, Norrell. Good head-on hit by Brian Norrell.
Well, I think that's what Easton's done all year, Mike. Easton hasn't had one star that's dominated the offensive stats. You have Fish that's done well, Harbridge, Samoji, and of course Jared Holly all have contributed. So
there's the hit.
You know, nice play there by Brian Norrell for the linebacker position. So who's your MVP? The offensive line, maybe? I don't know. I mean, they give all these.
They don't have that many trophies.
All these weapons. They give all these weapons a chance to move the ball because they control the line of scrimmage here in the second half.
Maybe carve up a John Madden turkey for him today.
No gain. 3rd and 6 at the 42. Fish, the lone setback. We have slots left and right. And Samoji, straight drop. Looking, thrown over the middle, complete. Making the catch and sliding into the 40-yard line is DeLauro. And now they're saying incomplete. They say he trapped it.
And our fourth quarter sponsor, Brown Daub Ford, with us this morning on game number 101.
4th down, and Wilson to punt.
Dale Wilson in punt formation.
Punt brought to you by Phillipsburg Easton Honda. There's the kick. Nice spiral. Buckley, fair catch at his own 23. And our sponsor, as we mentioned, Phillipsburg Easton Honda. They have been with us throughout the day today here on our Turkey Day telecast. Phillipsburg takes over on its own 23-yard line.
Tell you, this is such a morning where statistics are deceiving. 3rd down conversions today. Phillipsburg is 8 of 14. Easton is 3 of 9.
And the mass exodus has started at Fisher Field.
Everybody's in a hurry to go home and have a little bit more eggnog and get ready for the Thanksgiving feast.
Eggnog's Christmas.
I'll be right by. Well, I had some in the parking lot.
so Buckley throwing a lateral outside to Deary. Deary then over the 25 and hit hard around the 26 or 27-yard line. Brett Reel on the tackle there.
I think we're going to have unanimous offensive and defensive most valuable players today. Gary Fish for the offense and Jared Holly for the defense. The Easton Lions Club Most Valuable Player Awards.
Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 26. We're down to the final 2:45. Stateliners gave it all they had today, but there just wasn't enough in the gas tank to do it.
2nd and 7.
I think this is pretty much a game we thought would happen. Phillipsburg was struggling on offense at the end of the season, and they couldn't put a few points on the board. We knew that their defense would keep them in the game, but the breaks went. Easton made the breaks go their way with 3 picks and a big punt return and a block punt, and that was just a little bit too much for the Phillipsburg team today. And kudos to Easton Red Rovers, and it's great to be a MVP of the game as Gary Fish is and Jared Holly, and I've been fortunate in the past to also be named MVP, but we know that it's a team effort out there, and it's your teammates that give you a chance to play well, and both Easton and Phillipsburg has competed as hard as they could today, and they're all MVPs out there today, and all should be very proud of themselves.
Buckley and Moran on that last play for a 3rd and 2 at the 31-yard line. And now running off the right side is Mike Nero. He's going to get a Stateliner first down over the 35, pushing the pile of about 10 players to about the 37 or 38-yard line. Another first down for Phillipsburg. That's their 12th of the day.
And Easton has 7.
Mark it at the 38.
The difference is turnovers today and field position, and Easton cashed in when they had it.
1.5 minutes to play in the football game. Chad Logic will have the winning coach and some of the players down in the field right after the game. Rovers are blitzing. Back to Buckley's going to run. 40, 45, out of bounds on the far side of the field.
Number 8, Jack Buckley on the carry. DeLauro forces him out of bounds.
Buckley rolling out to his right here. Had a receiver try and get open deep, but he decided he had to run. He saw some running room there. Pick up the first down, get out of bounds. Phillipsburg has struggled at the end of the season to get any kind of points on the board. And it doesn't help when your starting quarterback goes down and then your backup quarterback goes down. Credit to them to actually playing fairly well in the first half today, the offense.
1st and 10, midfield. Ball on the far side hash mark. There's Buckley under center. One setback. Buckley straight drop. Now gonna come up, gonna have to run. Good fake there, but then 3 Red Rovers come over and finally finish him off.
Buckley on the carry.
Buckley's going to get the gain to about the 46-yard line. Just wind it down now to a finish. Gain of 4 for Buckley. 2nd down and 6. Moran, Coleman, and Nero to the right side. Deary, the lone setback in motion. Empty backfield. Buckley back looking. Lobs one over the middle. Trying to make the diving catch and making the catch. Nope, incomplete now. Brousseau. Derek Brousseau trying to make the catch. Just a bit short. Here's the replay. Watch Buckley. Looking right, then throwing back to the left side. Brousseau with a nice try. And really can't tell from here, but the ball hit the grass before Brousseau could make the catch.
This game's kind of winding down slowly here. And everybody's ready to go home, and how exciting it is for these players still to be part of this game, and coming back next year for the underclassmen, for seniors to look back and be part of the game, it means a lot to them and always will be. And that's why it's such a beautiful tradition today.
Buckley fakes throwing it. Now drills one over the middle for Coleman. Coleman and the defender for Easton got there at the same time, and the ball pops loose incomplete.
Buckley's pass intended for number 5, Isaiah Coleman, falls incomplete. Mike Marfiotti on the coverage.
One of the seldom used Rovers back there, Mike Marfiotti on the tackle. He's a senior, 6 feet 175. I'm sure that head coach Steve Schiffer trying to get some of the seniors into the ball game here in this 4th quarter. Nero's in motion. 23 seconds left. Buckley rolling right. Buckley's going to run. 40, 45, 30. And gets knocked down on the far side of the field around the 26-yard line. And do we have a timeout on the field?
Marfiotti on the stop.
That a keep all the way.
1st down Stateliners as they take the timeout. And the replay. Buckley getting knocked down. Coming over to help on the tackle for the Red Rovers was Vince Scorton, a junior.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, today's game.
Buckley got 20 on that last carry. The ballots have also been counted for the Phillipsburg Rotary Club Outstanding Lineman Award. That goes to Easton's Ken Cooper, the senior.
Our congratulations to Ken.
Steve
Kenny's
Schiffer,
a senior, 5'10", 200-pounder. Are they getting the water bucket ready down there?
They have it. Although they're going to have to hurry because there may only be one more snap. And they've got a bunch of players who have to work their way through to get it there.
And lucky for Coach Schiffer's, it's 55 degrees out today and not 25.
And he doesn't have to worry about wet pants. It's just shorts today.
Shorts on. Looks like most of the coaching staff for Easton has their shorts on down there.
1st and 10. Trips left. 15 seconds left. Deary's in motion. Buckley, straight drop under pressure, gets away from it. 25-20. Buckley with 15 and steps out of bounds with about 6 seconds left at the 11-yard line. So another first down for Buckley and the State Liners.
There's Coach Schiffer. The players got with a bucket of water, and I'm sure he's more than happy to accept it today.
All are reminded to exit from the nearest gate.
15 for Buckley on that last carry was Phillipsburg's 15th first down.
They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 12, Mike, instead of the 11.
To Easton 7.
This has been a Jack Buckley series. They took over at the 23. He hit a pass to Moran for 5 yards. Then he came back and ran for 12, ran for 4, ran for 20, ran for 14, and now it's probably the final play of the game with 6 seconds left on the scoreboard. Now here comes the bucket.
Well, this might have been the best executed play of the day.
That is very nice camera work there.
How about that?
And Coach Schiffer always being in good spirit.
Oh, one of the little ball boys got some of the water, too.
And being near the head coach at the end of the game, the winning head coach is not a good spot to be in.
Not a good thing to do.
And some of the Easton students.
They're not supposed to get on the field.
I know they're not supposed to, but
that may change.
Well, nobody told them, huh?
Here are the Liners. First and 10 at the 12. Buckley has Nero in motion. Buckley pitches back to Jerry for the halfback option pass back to Buckley. And the State Liners are going to score a touchdown on the final play of the game. How about that?
Well, it's nice not to be shut out on Thanksgiving Day game. So you played till the final bell, and the Liners just did. And congratulations to Eastern Red Rovers.
Eric Derry to Jack Buckley for a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it's all over. Easton has defeated Phillipsburg.
Well, it's a wrap here today in one of the finest games of the entire season of the Great American Rivalry Series. It's Easton 17, Phillipsburg 6. A tradition-laden game that lived up to its reputation as we wrap up the 2007 season of the Great American Rivalry Series. I want to say thanks to all our crew, to Kyle Lake with Prosper, to Randy Lavelle, to Leslie Mahoney, to Tracy McKenzie, Mark Hall, and all of those who helped us on the Great American Rivalry Series as we cross the country this year. This is Rick Ford on the IHI Broadcast Network.
Backwards as you say. Hey, awesome job you guys. You did a phenomenal job. Very proud of you. Rick was proud to be here today and thanks for watching. So you guys go. You guys are doing a good job.
We're here at the game. It's ended. We have a score on the scoreboard. Easton 17, Phillipsburg 6. And with me is the most valuable player. Tell me what it's like to have a game like that. 3 picks in one game. You were unconscious today.
It feels great. Coming out here with the team, this tradition's unbelievable. And just to come out and come on top on Thanksgiving is a great feeling.
Now, how many games like this have you played in? How many Phillipsburg games have you been in?
4 years.
4 years. 4 years.
Did
you play all 4?
Yes, sir.
Did you pick all 4?
No, sir.
Not like today.
Not like today. No.
Who's this over here on your right?
It's my lovely Uncle Frank.
I love him. He's the greatest kid in the world, man. He's the man. What a great game today. I have a business in Phillipsburg, and we beat him, and I love it. You know what I'm saying?
And this is your senior year, right?
Yes, sir.
Where are you headed next?
To college. Don't know where, but somewhere.
Are people talking to you?
Yes, sir.
Got to be talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Well, we liked the Marines. Just wanted to tell you played like a champion. You all won like champions, and we're glad to have you as part of the rivalry series.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And we're coming to you here with the Great American Rivalry Series. We're wrapping up a 16-game set here at Easton versus Phillipsburg, the 101st meeting of these guys on the IHI Broadcast Network.